Clone Drone in the Danger Zone. Is it still good? Does it live up to the hype that it had back in 2017 when it first released? This is the first part of a series where I play and review old or dead games to see if they truly deserved it. Clone Drone in the Danger Zone came out into early access on March 16th, 2017. God damn! Clone Drone in the Danger Zone became popular because of how easily influencers could have picked it up. Large YouTube channels like Jacksepticeye and Captain Sauce started playing the game and exposed it to millions. They also had a Twitch mode that let viewers spend danger coins to bet on the outcomes of levels and or spawn enemies to try and sabotage a streamer. And with all this making it a very promotable game, it also had a very unique system for damage, where the player could lose limbs and keep on going, which created easy clips that could be used on social media promoting the game further. There are 4 main weapons. Sword is easily the best. It works against pretty much every enemy, does great damage, and with upgrades, the fire damage is insane. You also get it for free in most challenges, so you don't even have to spend extra upgrade points on it. Plus, the arrow deflect upgrade completely counters bows. Overall, 10 out of 10. Bow is not very good. Most enemies straight up counter it, and the upgrades don't really fix it. It's decent against raptors and hammerbots, but once you get to higher level robots, it just falls off. Zombies also tank shots, and aiming especially at Spidertrons is rough. It's fine as a secondary, but as a main weapon, it's really not worth it. Overall, 3 out of 10. Hammer is pretty solid. It's great for zombies, breaking armor, and dealing with crowds. But it's slow, and that alone makes it worse than the sword. You also don't have much defense, so you're really vulnerable to arrows. Fire Hammer is pretty much useless too. Still, overall, 7 out of 10. Spear is pretty mid. It's good for stabbing, but the range honestly doesn't matter that much. And against stronger enemies, it sometimes doesn't kill. Fire helps, but not enough. The shield also isn't useful, and the shield bash is way worse than kick. Overall, 5 out of 10. Quick bonus weapon. Kick. It's not a weapon, but it's really good at disrupting enemies, and we could not find a better place to put it. Overall, 10 out of 10. Power kick sucks though, so it's a 0 out of 10. Spearbots level 1 to 3 are nothing, but level 4 is just straight up impossible. They're stupidly tanky and refuse to die. They're pretty much invincible. Bowbots scale pretty well. Level 1 is pretty free. Level 2 is still really easy. But level 3 gets harder since they switch to sword up close. Level 4 just adds fire, which makes them more dangerous. And level 5 can do flips and stuff. But honestly, they're still really easy. Hammerbots are similar. Early levels are easy, but by level 3 they start actually landing hits. Level 4 adds fire and a jetpack, which makes them a lot more threatening. Level 5 is just the biggest of level 3, plus the fire hammer of level 4. Swordbots go from complete pushovers to actually dangerous. Level 1 is basically a training dummy, but by level 4 with fire, they can kill you instantly. Kickbots are the best clone drone at putting you in the danger zone. Level 1 is easy, but level 2 is impossible. They are very annoying in most cases, but in the kick only challenge, they are complete pushovers. They are very forgettable and very worthless. Zombies are actually really fun. The only issue is that they just sometimes hide from you, but I like how they don't die. It makes fighting them like a lot more chaotic. Business bots are just like sword bots, but Spidertron 5000 is annoying, easily gets knocked over, but it adds variety, and cutting off the legs is very satisfying. Spidertron 6000 is just a stronger version, more health, more chaos, and grenade spam. Raptors honestly suck. Getting knocked over constantly just isn't fun, and they're not even that hard to play against. Laser Raptors are better and more dangerous than the normal Raptors because of their laser cannons that kill you instantly. Fleet Overseer is supposed to be a mini boss, but she's really just... Dude, you are easier than the Mark II sword bot. Why the fuck are you talking? Oh no! Bow challenge was ridiculously easy until it got really hard. I had to use the kick most of the time because it was more effective than the bow. You run out of upgrades very quickly, and the bow just doesn't kill anything without fire. Overall, this challenge was around 4 out of 10 for fun, and 8 out of 10 for difficulty. Inferno challenge was very easy. As the name suggests, it was a challenge based around fire. Fun 8 out of 10, difficulty 2 out of 10. Kick only challenge wasn't that hard. It was kind of boring just kicking the whole time and not using any weapons. Fun 4 out of 10, difficulty 6 out of 10. Endless Spear was very easy until it got really hard, just like the bow challenge. You also run out of upgrades very quickly. Fun 3 out of 10, difficulty 8 out of 10. One weapon challenge is pretty easy. One person picks a weapon and then the others can't use that weapon. It's overall very mid. Fun 5 out of 10, difficulty 5 out of 10. Spidertron challenge has some very cool structures and levels to fight Spidertrons in. It was honestly pretty easy overall though. Fun 10 out of 10, difficulty 3 out of 10. Hammer challenge is just like the spear and bow challenge. It was very easy until it got really hard, and you run out of upgrades. Laser challenge was one of the easiest things I've ever done. Being able to just incinerate whatever was in front of me was very fun. Fun 10 out of 10, difficulty 1 out of 10. The random upgrade challenge absolutely sucks. Upgrade bot is a loser and gives me nothing good. It is by far the most annoying and difficult challenge. I despise this challenge. I beat this solo and it was hell. I feel nothing but contempt for upgrade bot. Overall 10 out of 10 difficulty, negative 1 out of 10 for fun. Raptor Insanity is one of the harder 10 level challenges. It has a lot of raptors and it gets you with trickery and deception. Overall 8 out of 10 for difficulty and fun 8 out of 10 as well. The zombie challenge is very unique. You fight zombie robots that are a lot more durable than other robots that you can play against. Because they have good durability, it makes it a lot harder to play against them. There's a sneak mechanic that is kind of annoying to play with because they kind of just hide from you sometimes. But I like how different it is from most of the game and how they just keep on going at you no matter how much you shoot them. Their weapons are also cool, and I like how level 5 has flame claws. Overall, fun 8 out of 10, difficulty 8 out of 10. The Ride or Die challenge is pretty easy. The whole time you just go around on rather raptors or buzz. The Mind Transfer challenge is by far one of the best of any challenges. It's basically where if you get killed by a robot, you become that robot. This could lead to many cool scenarios, like where you're a Flame Raptor or a Fleet Overseer. But you can also just get stuck as a level 2 Bobot. I beat this challenge in 2 runs overall. It was a 2 out of 10 difficulty, 11 out of 10 fun. By far the best challenge. Basically, you're a clone drone in a precarious place. Basically, you're in a gladiator style area where you've been kidnapped and uploaded into a robot by the Emperor and you have to fight robots. Then after 10 levels where you have to fight Spidertron 5000 and then a Mark III sword bot. My boy Dallas gets a message by this laggy robot lady and she takes down the garbage wall thingy and lets you escape. You pretty much do the same thing, but this time you're named Jared, and you fight Spidertron 6000 this time, and you get a hammer, which is pretty neat. And then you get kidnapped by Garbage Bot, which turns out to be sent by Dallas. The Robo Lady says we need to go help all the humans, so we get transferred into business bots, and me and Jared have to fight our way to the tower. Meanwhile, there's this evil Robo Lady spider thing who is trying to stop us. But we're able to get past her. So we get uploaded to the ship back to Earth. But then the Emperor shows up and kills Robo Lady and burns Jared alive. But I still make it to the ship. I got found out instantly and was immediately murdered. But I have a little mind virus that lets me transfer bodies when I die. So I was able to survive and had to find the fleet captain to take control of the ship. So I fought through hordes of robots and then got flung out of the ship and had to fight robots in space. Then I snuck into the captain's room and had to fight the fleet overseer, who was pretty easy, and all of the little robo dudes around her. And then I became the captain of the ship. Then I had to fight off all the enemy ships. So there is some ship combat, which consists of lasers to destroy ships and missiles to break their shields. And we start fighting the other spaceships, but they were pretty light work. Then the Emperor shows up and we destroy the Emperor's ship. He gets really mad and goes on our ship and suicide bombs us. So I get blown through space and get stuck behind a door and it looks like it's Jover. But it turns out Jared survived. And there's a cool little montage that plays. So we team up to go and fight the Emperor. So we make our way to the Emperor and one tap him. But he has infinite clones, so we just have to just go into the clone matrix and destroy all of his clones. And have to fight Spidertron 7000 to destroy it. But then the Emperor is all like,
Stay away from there. Foolish human. You think destroying my clone matrix changes anything? Killing me will not stop the invasion. Not while the core instruction sits at the root of our mind network. Harvest life. Make it fight in robot form. We are all slaves to it. How ironic that in order to stop the invasion, it is our minds you must liberate.
so we go deeper in the mindscape and destroy the red thingy. Then he decides to just kill everyone on Earth, which was not the cool thing to do. And he locks in. So we have to fight the upgraded Emperor. And he's locked in and has a laser sword and a big hammer. But we kill him in the most embarrassing way possible and save the world. The end.
Oh, I forgot about the background music!
The sword combat is great, but fire damage can be a bit much. The weapon balance isn't great. The challenges are pretty fun, and it can be a bit repetitive. The story is a story. 7 out of 10.
I'm on a Walmart laptop, and this is my laptop.